Hi, we're here today to speak to Mr. Stephen Couch from Northern Motoring Lawyers regarding speeding offences. So what should someone do if they were stopped by the roadside for speeding?
Well, that depends if you're offered a fixed penalty notice by the police, which, if you are not too far over the speed limit, you invariably will do. You'll have to decide whether or not you want to accept that, but bear in mind that if you do accept the fixed penalty, you will not then be able to look at whether or not you have a defence to the charge.
And just what factors might help provide a defence?
They are many and variable, but to name a few, lack of adequate signs, or if it's a 30 mile per hour limit, incorrect spacing of traffic lampposts, which can be used instead of putting signs up, or any other variables in relation to regulations affecting that particular stretch of road.
How about if the reading is from a police officer's equipment, so from a car or a speed gun?
One of the things that one would want to look at there in the first place is whether there was a possibility that the machinery was functioning adequately. Say, for instance, whether there's a maintenance manual that might not be up to date, or matters of that nature, whether it is an approved device that's being used by the police, or whether it isn't an approved device. These things happen.
And how about if someone receives a summons through the post from a speed camera?
Well, they provide a printout, which in itself can be corroboration. Whether or not the speed camera was operating validly at the time, whether it catches the image accurately, whether it has been recently inspected or maintained, whether it complies with the construction regulations.
Would it be expensive to contest?
No, not to look into it, and usually not to defend it. It may become a little bit expensive if one got into the realm of experts examining machines and the likes of that. But we wouldn't let it get to that stage unless we were pretty certain that we could win the case and reclaim the costs.